Well, welcome all. Very excited with new basketball season approaching us. As you will see here in about a couple weeks, opening up the new Mackey renovation and the new arena ceremonies that we'll have on 11/11 of 11, and we'll play on 11/13 on Sunday. So I think that's one of the biggest assets and the things that everyone's looking forward to. Is just really opening up a new era. And with our team right now, we have 6 returning seniors, and we haven't really lost anybody on our roster, and we have 2 incoming freshmen. So we were very fortunate to be able to go and play in Europe and practice 10 days and have some great experience. Obviously great experiences over there, and then being able to carry it over. So our practices have been very intense. We're able to obviously get some things in probably a lot quicker. Our players are playing at a higher level at this stage than probably normal if you have a very young group. And, you know, everybody always asks about health. Right now we're very healthy. We have one young lady that had her nose broke. But other than that, she should be back in practice hopefully tonight if she gets a mask for her face. But, you know, we're just looking forward to a great non-conference season, just starting things out, but we're taking one day at a time. And we're just very excited about our upcoming season.
Just how are Courtney and KK working together?
I think both of them are working very well together. You know, they both usually are opposite each other during practice. When we're just going against one another, so they're both obviously having to understand and direct at the point guard position. KK's speed is just very hard to defend, so it obviously allows Courtney to work on her defense in a different fashion because KK is an offensive threat, so that really helps Courtney. And then when we play against our, you know, our RIP squad, then we'll put KK and Courtney out on the court a little bit more together. Have them, you know, working side by side, and especially with a run and jump type of style that we're going to be using. And just being able to have KK get the ball and kick it up to Courtney because she's really shooting the ball better than anybody right now at the 3-point. And we need her to score for us quite a bit. So, you know, so they always have fun when we're on the court together, but they continue to make each other better every day in practice.
You have a very ambitious schedule this year, and it probably matches what you think about your team. But there's one part, that 10-day stretch, where you have Duke, A&M, and Notre Dame. Ideally, would you like to see that spread out a little bit, where you didn't get all 3? But I know some things are not completely in your control when it comes to scheduling. But just what do you think that stretch there might tell you about your team and what you have this season?
Oh, I think you're totally correct, Mike. I don't have control of the Duke game and the Texas A&M game. That's been the Big Ten. Scheduling those 2 games back to back, and then obviously you don't want to schedule 3 top 15 teams in a row. I mean, that's just not really that sound type of scheduling. But for us, with, you know, we come back from Cancun, we have Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday prepare for Duke, so that helps. And then we have, you know, 4 or 5 days to prepare for Notre Dame. So it is a very tough stretch, but yet there is some more preparation time than we've had before in the past when you play a midweek game. We have 2 of them at home, which is helpful. But it's going to show where we're at. And I told our players, it's one game at a time. It's, you know, our first game on November 13th, and then we go to Bowling Green, which will be very tough. You know, and then we play UT Martin, and then we, you know, play Tuesday right before we go to Cancun. So, I mean, of course, you know, everyone looks at those 3 games. As a coach, we try to go one by one. But, you know, again, you're playing top 15 teams in the country, and what you do with it. If you win them, great. As we always say, I don't like to say we're going to win this or we're going to lose this, but, you know, you're playing against the best in the country, and no matter if you lose, it's a good situation to see how competitive you are and where you're at such an early stage in the preseason.